Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban links on.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oakland.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good. Oh.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
You know how we do. Rockefeller. Forever. You catch me skating through your town, putting it down. Y'all relating, no waiting. I'll make your block infrared hot. I'm like Satan.
Barry, what's good?
You knew that was gonna happen.
I knew.
You knew it was gonna happen. But how you been, big dog? Things are good.
Man, I'm good. Newsflash, it's cold everywhere. It's even cold down where you are, Florida, and I hate it. I hate everything about it.
I'm with you. I have to co-sign that. I just cannot stand the cold. It's the reason why I moved down to Florida, and I'm not happy about this. I'm gonna.
So you said it's like
manager.
Yeah, you gotta speak to Florida's manager. Since it's like 50 degrees, I gotta ask: are you breaking out the bubble goose?
If I had one, I would.
Yeah.
All I got are sweatshirts, and I only have 2 of those. One pair of jeans, and that's pretty much it.
I need a bubble goose too. My thing is, like, I just don't leave the house when it's this cold. So I would just be wearing my bubble goose around the house, which is, I don't know, it's a clean look.
That's how you know who the real Floridians are, though. They're the ones wearing that type of stuff. And then you see like tourists from like England and stuff that are wearing shorts.
Right, with black socks.
So, yeah, and some nondescript or generic Nikes that you've never seen before.
Right.
The footwear overseas is amazing. Like some of the generic nonsense that you see is outrageous.
Well, Barry, it's Longshot Tuesday. Again, we had to pivot due to cold weather, with it highly likely that Parks ends up canceling. In fact, I think Parks did cancel today.
They did.
So we picked the only option we had. Today, we're looking at our best Longshot picks on today's Turf Paradise card. That's right, Turf Paradise for Tuesday, the 21st of January, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the thoroughbred races on the card because they kick it off with 2 quarter horse races. 3:25 Eastern, 2:25 God's time. Have to throw this in because this is their time zone. First time ever on the show. 1:25 Mountain Time and 12:25 Pacific Time. Out on the Pacific Coast. Barry, I think we learned during COVID, whenever a track is the only game in town, the handle goes up significantly. Because I can remember like Fauner Park, whenever COVID was going on, and them having like $1 million pools.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen today.
Probably not.
Yeah, Turf Paradise. I know it's the only game in town. They probably have higher than normal handle, but it's usually not a place that gets a lot of attention. So I think people might stay away. But you know, if they dabble, we're here for them, and we got picks or a pick.
That's right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's get to our dabbling. We are at Turf Paradise. I'm in race 6, so I lead it off because I believe Barry is in race 8. Race 6, the 5.5 furlong, $8.5 thousand non-winners of 3 lifetime claiming. And my long shot pick is going to be the 3, a lot of verve at 15-1. I gotta admit, it was hard for me to find a horse greater than 10-1 that I liked on this card. It took a lot of whittling down. I was left between a few horses in race 6, a few horses in race 8. What made this race stand out was the pace setup. I had a 3-way pace duel developing on the front end between the 4, Don Juan Bubba, the 6 Pat's Paddock pick, and the 9 Passion of Joe's. And I think that should heat it up, despite it being a short sprint, enough for a horse to come from off the pace. And the number 3, a lot of verve really stood out to me at 15-1. For one, it answers the question of, we talk about this with long shots a lot. What's different today? We talk about this with maidens a lot too. What's different today? And with the move back to turf, back to dirt from turf, that's where I get to answer the question of what's different. For 2, the horse was recently a well-bet winner at this very same level, 2 starts back. There are no published workouts since November 16th, so it looks like this horse has been raced into shape. It is on the uptick since shipping in from Emerald Downs. And plus, the trainer Joe Toy is 1-4 of 8 going turf to dirt, 17% route to sprint, and hits at 19% at Turf Paradise when he gets cruise up. If this one can improve on the 2-back figure where he is a winner on what looks to be the more natural surface for the horse, then a lot of verve has got a shot, I think. So for me, as Barry would like to say, the number 3, a lot of verve at 15-1 to the hoop. Barry, did you get a chance to look at race 6? Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, actually, I almost picked this horse also, because of the fact that there might be a little bit of a pace setup here. 15-1, it's a nice pick, and hopefully can get that setup that we're looking for.
That's the key. Is it just has to develop. If it develops, I feel good. If it doesn't develop, then we fired our best shot.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Yep. Yes, sir. Well, Barry, you've got a long shot pick for us, and it comes in race 8, 5.5 furlongs, $4,000 claiming on the dirt. Where are you going?
I am going to number 1, Prime Example. And in races like this, these are obviously the lowest level of claimer that you probably would ever see. A lot of times in these races, the fastest horse does in fact win. Probably the only kind of race that does happen. Now, this horse ran on New Year's Eve and ran a pretty good race off the bench, first time off the bench since August. And going back to that August and the past of this horse, at Emerald Downs, this horse was running in $5,000 open claimers, not conditioned like they're going to see today, and was running pretty good. Actually cleared this condition, or a non-winners of 3 condition, back September 2023. Had 1 win since in an open 5,000 at Emerald on July 19th this year. That comeback race was good enough to set this one up to kind of just go full tilt from the rail to the front and hopefully hold on. I mean, we're on the Joe Toy train today, as he does train Prime Example. So, the Washington Invader is where we're going with it.
I always, I'm going with an Emerald Downs, and at least I like that, and I like this with Prime Example also, is that Emerald Downs is one of the few places that allows Butte in their race day medications, and so I like seeing that the horse has been back and raced off of Butte and can do something without the added medication.
Yeah, I mean, the horse has a nice little workout on December 16th at Turf Paradise before the New Year's Eve race. So it's not like this horse doesn't have any zip, just didn't show it that day. It was probably a little bit rusty, so I'm going to forgive that effort. The horse is a 6-year-old. You can forgive that. The horse ran pretty good, considering. And I think that it just sets this horse up well for this race today.
Absolutely. Well, those are our long shots. Let's recap some picks real quick. I went first in race 6, my Turf Paradise Tuesday long shot. Race 6, the number 3, a lot of verve, 15-1. First half of our Joe Toy double. And Barry, you want to recap yours for us?
Absolutely. Race 8, number 1, Prime Example, 8-1 to the hoop. Don't stand in line, get to the front of the line to cash your ticket this time.
There we go. It's not only do you get the money first. There we go. Barry, do you have any parting words for the people before we get out of here?
Stay warm. Definitely stay warm.
Above all else, stay warm. It's fucking
Yes.
out there.
I'm so upset about this, but that's okay because the warm weather's coming. Pegasus is this weekend. So we got lots of stuff going on.
Absolutely. We'll be talking Pegasus on Thursday, but we will be back tomorrow with our best bets of the day for the Wednesday Turfway card. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We will see you tomorrow.